The pick is in.
The Arizona Cardinals have made a selection in the 2024 NFL Draft. Alongside Locked On College Football host Spencer McLaughlin, I am Tanisha Batiste, and alongside us we're joined by Alex Clancy of Locked On Arizona Cardinals to break down the Cardinals selecting Max Melton with the 43rd pick now. Melton is part of a run on corners kind of midway through the second round. Alex, what did you think about this pick?
Well, he's a Jonathan Gannon and Nick Rallis guy. You know, he's a press corner. He's strong against the run. He likes to hit people. The Cardinals haven't really had a corner who's liked to hit somebody in a long time. Patrick Peterson was never that guy. In 4.3, 940, the things that he lacks can be taught at the NFL level by Jonathan Gannon and Nick Rallis. So he may be a little raw in key spots, but he hits on the necessary things in an effort to bolster that cornerback room that's pretty much being brought back from the dead after last season.
Now, when you think about that corner room, what is it that he kind of brings to the table, especially to your point, if they are potentially looking to use him, if they have to use him on day one?
Yeah, you know, he can play inside. He's played slot. He's played outside. He's versatile. He brings some dog, and the Cardinals need to be feared on defense. Okay, they played a lot better last year than anybody would ever have expected, and now they just need to infuse the talent in the key spots. And this dude likes to hit people. He's a good teammate. He's played a lot of games in college, and Jonathan Gannon and Monty Osborne must have seen something in him if they opted to trade back from 35 and pass on drafting Cooper DeJean, Kool-Aid, and Kidstream and Kamari last year. So I think that this is a Monty Ossenfort pick. A lot of, Monty Ossenfort, he's a nerd. He's a scouting guy. He must have seen something he loved to be able to trade back, pick up another third, and get their guy, later in the second round.
Indeed. For more on the Cardinals, subscribe to Locked On Arizona Cardinals on YouTube or wherever you get your podcasts. Now, Spencer, what did you see in Melton in terms of his days at Rutgers that makes you feel like he can be a contributor for this Arizona Cardinals team, especially in a very pass-heavy and pass-happy NFC West?
Yeah, good speed, good ball skills, and those are two things you need to play the slot corner, which is definitely what he projects as. And I think that, his physical traits outside of his speed aren't necessarily jumping off the charts. They're not blowing you away, but clearly Arizona likes something about him, and it could be the speed element that they feel, he can cover a lot of ground and receivers running different sorts of routes from that slot position because he's got the speed to make up for it. But, he's only 5'11", so playing him on the outside, probably not going to be the move. He could slide out there if he needs to, but I think this is a guy who is just really solid. I think it's a solid pick. I don't expect him, based on what I saw from him at Rutgers, to go off and be a Pro Bowler or win Defensive Rookie of the Year or anything like that. But that doesn't mean he doesn't have a role to play for Jonathan Gannon's defense, and I think he brings a lot of good things to the table.
For continuing coverage of the 2024 NFL Draft, subscribe to Locked On NFL on YouTube or wherever you get your podcasts, part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.